joints, hip replacement, knee replacement na spine surgeries. Kwa tarehe 19 ya September 19, 20 na 21 kugenda kuna screening alafu baraka kuonekana bena bene kwenda surgeries tukabwera tarehe kadibia. Kubwa ilikuwa nitumie tafadhali kwenda atori benu. Ito nataka jimu nobe bena bena bako nindi surgeries waka dioroka bashoka hospital kwa bena complications. For Yale, I want to inform that now we are doing cancer treatment in the hospital. We have the oncology services and the NHF covered. So if you need, someone use chemotherapy or other management around the cancer, can come to the hospital and Kathita. We are running the neurosurgery clinics and surgeries. Again, if you are patients who require the care, tafadhali msisumbuke kwa nje, get in touch with the hospital and will be assisted. Kujua mengine mengi yanayoendelea pale kwa hospitali, chukua namba ya simu na unaweza kupiga na mtasaidiwa. 0727 811 041 0727 811 041 or 0702 065 486 0702 065 486. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
Okay, asante sana. Sister amewapatia namba, lakini after lunch nitawaambia tena. Sawa sawa? Thank you. At this juncture, food is ready and we were talking as we were waiting for the management to prepare. Now, since we have our Lordship Bishop here with us, and it's very rare when we get him, let us ask him to bless the food so as we can go on taking food as we listen to our speeches, to our friends who have speeches for us. Thank you. And after that I will show you, nitawaeleza vile tutaendelea kukula.
Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Na Mungu Baba, tunakushukuru kwa yale yote umetufanyia, na sasa ubariki chakula chetu, tukile, tupate nguvu ya kuendelea kutumikia vema, bila kusahau wale wana chakula wakati huu, ili wafaidike kwa upendo wako, na tunaomba yote kwa njia ya Kristo Bwana wetu. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu.
akipata chakula anachukua timu nyingine. Ndio huyo. Yeah, thank you very much. We have our forester with us. Our forester who takes care of our forest so that we can get water throughout. Our forester is he around? Okay. Then we can get our bishop introducing our priests with us. Those are the ones we will have in front of us here. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's okay. You proceed. Okay. Aya. The other person who can be talking to us, yule mwingine nataka kuja tuongeleshe ni director wa Caritas. Director wa Caritas. Welcome Mr. Kiremi. Karibu sana. Aya, sawa. Ruse Matuma, yule anataka special care. Thank you. Karibu.
Asante MC, my Lord Bishop, our chief guest, our parish priest, reverend sisters, so there was Andrew, our guest, those observed, Yesu Kristo, Dr. Morris, Kirimumweti, and I'm one of the beneficiaries of this employee of state. Was my first employer, 2002. So ndero antu bakirira batigwa mkeja kwandika ile mwega.
Asante sana Morris tayari kumwongelesha, lakini nimeona watu wote macho yao wako pande ile. Kwa hivyo let us get a song. Na kama alikuwa anatutumbuiza, nafikiri tena then we could proceed. Nilikuwa naona kama tunaweza endelea na maneno yote mawili, lakini nimeona watu wengi wameanza kuyumba. Kwa hivyo
sasa njia ni mingi.
Ngoja tuendelee na programs pole. Thank you.
Nakuletea sote. Nakuletea. Aya bana. Hawana gani. Jamanga hapa ni mzee. Chatuchukua wazuni. Weka dango iendelee. Sikoni? So the YouTube is live The name of the YouTube is God River TV Kenya.
Yeah, but because of, my wife in Italy was doing it,
Watching?
but but she told me that now it's stopped.
No, there's somebody who stopped the registry here, but
Okay.
he have come back now. Can you see?
Okay.
Live when it is.
I'll inform her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll continue where we finish the interview. Oh, he was watching.
Yeah, she was watching.
If somebody step on the cable there, then he stop it, but we have
Okay.
seen now.
Okay. I'll inform her.
Going smoothly?
Sorry?
Going smoothly? Very smoothly?
Yeah.
I got everything.
Very, very effective, very good.
Mimi nimeenda huko nimebite nyama tu hapo. Tangia hapo nilikuja. What? Yes, my sister.
Haya. Nataka watu wale wanakula wanamaliza kukula waendelee kurudi kwa
Lakini
tena.
hapana hawa.
Anto ngobera mambo kutoka Clayton. Yana tuendelea na program hii ndio tafadhali. Anko enda kualika.
Na wale wengine kwa mtandao.
Nenda kualika mheshimiwa wetu.
Kwa sababu wako hapo ndani.
Ayeje. Kenda. Nenda kusentro wake.
Ndio kuna wakati mmoja aligonga huko.
Au ndo karibisha hapa ukaandika ule wake. Tutoanye au ange.
Nikaenda kumwokoa. Nikamwambia je, kwa gani nipeleke hospitali? Yeye akasema hizi toka hapa kabla hapana.
Before that, kabla hiyo
Nikamwambia mwingie hapo nipeleke.
kuna mtu ako na announcement anataka kusema moja. Jambo moja.
Ule msamburu. Oh, nani? Ndio serious?
Asante sana MC. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Zenda Mbuzo. Kile mimi nataka kusema linear cooperation. Linear cooperation. Inatoka this. Wengine na wao Let's na wafama para baada bete batu ya bebe tunachoka tukale ambona yapita kabo ndio tonishi sisi ya mkuu bani kutaki kusha senye psychiatric kwa kaunga mbete hiyo kidomba kicha koma na kila ukizo mbele kuna agreement kuna carbon that is bonus mbele wike ya ili nyinge mtu achona kwa yeye ya tatizo tadeni okole wande kwa kulelo itete okale wa bonus ndio ngale kwa na agreement Kena kuanza kuona baita na bete na kuona becha na mwakana ni becha inyoji nyingi kuana bete kuona becha kuweka.
Haya, asante sana. Anto baraba kule hiyo na ala mtele tafadhali. Yeje nini hiyo bienu? Tombe kuendelea na program. Anto bakale bati yo karante na haya. Tutakwenda kuleta baraba ko alibako walerie. Anto ibe yeje. Wewe bete kuleana bete na kualia ndo wale story na ala tafadhali. Ndio vile vyao. Na wao wao kualia ala kwa na kwa mwele ya kujendeleze. Thank you. Shikeni makofi tumpigie. Makofi, makofi, makofi. Moja mbili. Ingine. Thank you very much.
Antobeto ba Kiirua na Kiberesia tulitage niko beshia mwathani. Tulitage niko beshia mwathani. ndibwega na bintu kwenjega tugucokeria mwathani nkatho ni undu wa gutwa ntukweje ya narua ira tusherekea manto ja sefa ndicokia nkatho nkamenya muno jantu baria bamongo nderea na uchie nkando na ntumburi kede atosefa antu bamubethirwa bakubama namu ende tugacokeria mwathani nkatho ni untu wa partners betu bakuma itari Thithia te kurethia ng'ombe te mbiu te na ruji akinya mwekuru njao thithia ati o te na ruji na kwina mantu ja kuthambia kurura nguo ja maingi kwou bantu betu gatucokerie mwathani nkatho ni undu wa kwithirwa project yetu eneo no nayo ukamigwata mbaru kenda yomba gukura gacokeria management basefa nkatho batongeretwe injinia mutuma ni untu ura bomba gutu supply garoje bo bwega tiza maingi twethaiva tutena roje ruru rwikire pipes na tuge mwathani abatharime na abathithirie bwega kwa muthia mbwira ibwega kiri antu bakirua nari para mbe bathurire ndi MCA wao mbere antu betu mwathani agetethagia orera burambera micemanio na ibuje ngugeira mbitite mwathani agentethagia ngaita muno inyingi kenda nti gwikirithia nthonu na muno ekuru tukumenya nandi ari tureta mucemanio ni kurera wa ministry tutethera twina mbere koja MCAs beta wa kansula tutethera twina umwe ekuru na ningari akuthithia mantu ja mega nkwikirithia ekuru thao ekuru ntego aibisha nkathithia jonge daraja gatuma mwekuru eshimiwa na gwaigua mwekuru akiromba gitiakonekana mwekuru omba ndibwira kinya nukumenya ina wa county government twina mwekuru kawira mwangasa uria inyora atwikirite mucemanio na atwira uria akagwatanira na atwikenda tumba kuthithia development na ndina amantu baburi bakugwirwo jontu ibakumenya kawira umite buri na ndikou mumero ugae noria yare tare gwete na ndikieni na wete kiongava na wetu akabutega na rido rerega na tukabwitira ngugi na bati tutebwikirithia ntheru kamurere antu betu buthithitio antu babata jontu ini mwekoro enkore othurire ne county government bau bange bonthe 44 ni arume na ndikou wangucokeria antu bakirwa nkatho ni untu wa gwikira ekuru riri na kuonania ekuru ibombaga kwou twigwatana na twite ngugi bwega mwathani agitutethagia na gutenkanja tukathithia untu kugwetu kugaruke na gukare uria gubigwa bugwiritwe mwathani abutharime na abuthithirie mantu ja mega tukare na mucemanio ja MCA ciende ndaigua kiatho giki kirinja ntumba gugitiga mbita na mucemanione na ndibona ndeta muthini uyu ntu nchereri ende imbije guketha gwina forum nyingi iria tugacemania nabwe mwathani abutharime antu betu na atharime kiatho giki na tukugwirua muno Mwananda dona Maria pia ndamwije class 3 ngelo make lo primary okala moyo ko ngogere itete ko lo babata mwana nyabo galime ibo boyega
wewe unaona usio makena wewe. Thank you very much. Asante sana nyika wale kadongi. MCA babange ambela materia na ukali hapa ni organize na ikuwa sana. Au ange antebala kwa ndio nao tafadhali ndio chama nya kwenda authority tra speech kidogo. Mkai kama wete jange aja umau toketa kile andobange baile tunengere bishop ombe twalia na ni atulivu. Na baba kwa ndio nao tafadhali. Yote ni jina program kwa kama no na ingeweka kia tuketa ni sawa sawa. Kwa hivyo chairman karibu teka through. Agedi beto kuinda baba yajere kiuduro na kiki kato koromba ni tuwe na onda no tunende agedi beto bara tukwete taba kwa dekwaria na ningi bakaji kwa agedi beto bateo na bara bakwaria kana to keringe tuma kya dogeto kiteta kwega kankuromba oju tudikanire na tukarende nandi na tukeli gweta tutigage ni kenini. Our guest of honor, our light, whatever has been happening in the project and what is continuing. The beginning, the vision initiation of the project came from the congregation of Little Sisters of Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus, with the stewardship of Sister Maria Pia and Roberto Suti. The main objective was to solve water problems and health shortcomings. The scarcity of water hampered the progressive economic development of the community. Dates ceased by overturning of ox carts in the middle of the night as water tanks were ferried home. The biggest stakeholders at the formative stage were CEFA, an Italian NGO, was sought as an implementing entity that was approached by Bishop of Vimora in Italy. The Catholic Diocese of Meru, through his lordship, the bishop played a key role in the negotiations. The year 1990 marked the arrival of the first volunteers from CEFA. The local community members were involved in conducting the feasibility study for the implementation of the intended water-related activities. In 1997, the first tap was opened at the Machaka Burinya local water system. This marked the first year of the commencement of giving water to the community. It is from this date that we are celebrating the Thanksgiving ceremony of 25 years of water service delivery, hence the Silver Jubilee. Project layout. The extent of coverage of the then proposed water scheme targeted for water supply was 190 square kilometers. During the formative stage, however, after serious discussions and considerations, the management found it needful and appropriate to extend water supply area so as to allow others termed as users to tap water. The project is divided into 16 units defined to as local water systems. And each local water system is further divided into 5 subdivisions or subunits for effective administration and representation. 1. Representative bodies of KKWP. For insight governance, the project has various bodies which are charged with different roles to run the project. 1. We have the local water system committee. It is right at the grassroots. They attend to the necessities of the local water system community. The body comprises of 5 members elected by the local water system assembly. 2. The General Assembly. The General Assembly is the supreme organ of the authority of the project. It is made up of 80 members, 5 from each of the 16 local water systems. They represent the whole community since they are elected by the 16 local assemblies. This body ratifies proposals made by the management board. One representative will read to sisters of St. Teresa.
CEFA Kenya is a branch of European Committee for Agriculture and Training, an Italian non-government organization established in Bologna in 1972 by initiative of a group of farmers cooperative of Christian inspiration with the aim of showing their solidarity to farmers of some of the poorest areas of the world. In 1976, CEFA started its first cooperation project in Africa, that is in Basoko, Upper Eastern Zaire, and currently it works in 7 different countries all over the world, namely Kenya in Kiirua, Bori, Meru County, Rongo, Nyanza Province, Nairobi, Somalia in Marka, Mogadishu, Tanzania in Iringa, Dar es Salaam, Morocco in Setat, Elbasan, among others. Kenya in Bori constituency, the CEFA of Bologna implemented the Kathita Kiirua water project, also known as KKWP, in 1993 as the today's water project manager, Mr. Mutuma, explains.
I'm the manager Kathita Kiirua.
This body supervises the fair management of the project and guides the management board. They recruit and dismiss the contracted staff if need be. The project manager attends all the above mentioned boards and contributes matters thereof, but has no voting powers. All the boards should be always be guided by the
community,
in their affairs,
of course, in Kiirua, Tumbuli, Karanene, and Nkanda. As the manager of the project, mine is just to coordinate the activities of different sectors. Tukona finance, tukona technical, tukona stores, and tukona community office. So mine is just.
The beneficiaries of the project are estimated to be at 5,000. The main role of the community is to be vigilant against all malicious activities affecting the project and reporting. Rewards are given if reports are ascertained to be true. For example, reporting an illegal connection and found authentic, the whistleblower gets 20,000 shillings, and this information is considered the top secret of KKWP. Elections. The 16 local water systems are divided into 3 clusters for election purposes. Elections are held annually. Each cluster goes for elections every 3 years, which constitutes 1 term in office. One can stay in office for a maximum of 3 terms, which is 9 years. After the 3rd term, one is supposed to retire. Cluster elections ensure smooth continuity and transition. Development partners. Development partners have been and are of great assistance to KKWP from its inception to date. Mandatory financial obligations. Our financial obligations are taken into account strongly and objectively. The project management, through the office management, has keenly observed the payment of all the monies it is obliged to pay periodically. This includes government levies, suppliers, and the prompt payment of staff salaries and wages. To date, KKWP owes no one anything in form of a debt. Benchmarking visits. Benchmarking visits have been made to KKWP by other projects from within and outside. Recently, we had visitors from Meru and the Tharaka counties. We gladly welcome whoever is willing, whoever else is willing to come. Achievements.
We consider the following as achievements realized by KKWP. 1. Sustainability. Despite sporadic breakages and bursts experienced in water projects, KKWP has consistently served the community since its inception. Our devoted workforce, both contracted and casuals, comparatively we think we are the best. Kudos to them. Number 2, Constitution, bylaws, and strategic plan observance. These are cardinal reference documents meant to guide the KKWP to sustainable development and tranquility in the project. Number 3 is staff retention. KKWP has been able to keep its staff due to the monetary and social conducive environment. The rapport between the management and the staff is commendable. We have retained our personnel until some attained retired at the age of 60 years happily. Number 4 is COVID-19 management. KKWP was quick and organized ways to help the community within its reach to mitigate harms of COVID-19. Sanitizers and water containers were given freely to various social gatherings and sports. For example, Matatu and Bodaboda terminus, this was a gesture to give back to the community. Challenges. There are challenges we face as a project. 1, deplorable roads. KKWP gives its maximum best in terms of water provision and delivery to the community. These efforts are abundantly hindered by perennial impassable routes. KKWP has severally undertaken to reconstruct some sections all on our own, using the meager resources we have. Vehicles break down every now and then. In the lower zone, the routes are virgin. They have never known any argument machine. Our appeal to the county government and the local civic leaders is to please help us serve the community by building good roads. Number 2 is financial constraints. KKWP has a noble intention of taking water close to the people at least 500 meters away from home. Currently, the project does not have enough financial muscle to do it. We hope that to generate and solicit funds to build and bring service lines down to the people. Our dear development partners, that is the elephant in the house, but with your prayers we shall overcome. 3, these are acknowledgements. We have been helped much and we acknowledge the following. KKWP is intended to many people and organizations for assistance rendered to its community. 1. Diocese of Meru. His Lordship Right Reverend Bishop Salesius Mugambi of the Catholic Diocese of Meru, who is the project trustee, permit holder, and asset owner of the project. We respect, honor, and thank you for what you have done to KKWP, and particularly your spiritual care and service to the project. You have always been handy in times of need. May the Holy Trinity be upon you. Little sisters, the vision carriers of KKWP, allow me to mention Sister Maria Pia on your behalf. Thanks, sister. This is an incredible animal. This is incredible animal initiative. May the Lord's grace cover you forever. Tefa fraternity, you are unforgettable. Tefa is a household name in our midst. It is only our Almighty God who can reward you for what you did for us. In fact, the word KKWP is not as popular as Tefa. Generations will remember Tefa. Many African blessings are upon you. Thank you for inviting one of us to your celebrations in Italy. Onwards, the umbrella body of diocesan water projects, through its manager, Mr. Chelime Magambo, the organization has assisted the KKWP in many ways, For example, technical-wise, legal advice, financial assistance, and administration of conflicts. We shall always need you and your generous staff. Our conservancy, through their contact with Dr. John Kinoti, has been one of our remarkable financiers. The Conservancy has donated funds in terms of hundreds of thousands of shillings, engaging the KKWP community around their environs. KKWP have received your assistance wholeheartedly, and thank you for this provision of security from Kiirua and Soboiga police stations has been quick, timely, whenever we question it. We are grateful. We shall always rely on you.
Inafunga nayo. Labda tuonyeshe vile ina connect.
Tana Water Development Agency, the then Tana Water Services Board, has been very helpful to KKWP. They have to train our staff, the capacity building, to mention a few. They also did operation and maintenance, training, financial management, team building, and also they donated bicycles and computers to KKWP. We are grateful. Tana, CEO, engineer, we are convinced that Tana is under management of humane personality. I implore you not to get tired of us. We shall keep knocking at your door, seeking help in whatever form for the better well-being of this community. As KKWP, we shall strive to fulfill our vision and mission of the project of remembering our core values in our unwritten model of hard work, patience, and prayer. May the Lord bless you.
Pigieni chairman makofi one go. Thank you very much for your constructive message, and we are happy you have covered everything. Thank you very much. Now, since the time is not with us, I will take this opportunity to call the SAFER team. I can see them here, and I hope you will introduce his team to us. Aya, mumapigia makofi. Yes.
Good evening. My name is Raul Mosconi. I'm the president of CEFA Onis, the Seed of Solidarity. Oh, hello. Hello. Thank you. Okay. Thanks to all the stakeholders of this great project. Thanks to Brother Argese, who was the first thinking about this project. Thanks to the Bishop Salesius. Thanks to the little sister of Santa Teresa del Bambino Gesù, Suor Maria Pia, un grande piacere conoscervi. Thanks to Tana Water Board Engineer Daniel. And thanks to the government representation, institutional representation here. Thank the voluntary of CEFA, of the past and of the present. Marco, Giovanni, Roberto, Lucia, Patrizia, and so on. Berardi, and so on. And thanks in particular to you, to the chairman, Mr. Chapati, the chairman of the KKWP, and all the fraternity of the KKWP, and all the community of this area. The duration of the project can be seen as measured at this value, and this celebration of the 25 years is a demonstration of the successful of this project. With time, both the people and the project have grown together. Sharing and trust have been the drivers of this project. Self-consciousness has grown in all of us. We all know that we have to take care of our planet. Drought and climate change are eating out of all of us, and we need to take action now. As our Pope Francesco says, we only have one planet, so we are all brother and sister in this planet. We cannot be healthy in a sick world. Nobody shall be left behind. That's why Schaefer wants to go on seeding the seed of solidarity. All the best. Thank you very much, and go on.
Hayo sio makofi ya president. Uhuru angepitia hapa amngepiga makofi namna hiyo. Si ndio? Haya. Since the Schaefer president has talked, and it is during corona what time, si ndio? Let us sanitize the area so that as he goes back, he will be very fresh with a sanitized environment. Get hold of the sanitizer, splash to your hands, alafu sugua sanitize, handicopy. Thank you very much. We have sanitized the whole area. Now we are in a free area. Our president, thank you very much. Safer president. Okay, now let's go Sister Naomi. Sister Naomi is here with us. Sister Naomi and Maria Pia. Sister Naomi has been given a lot of support by Sister Maria Pia. Welcome. Yeah. Good start. Makofi kwa Maria Pia. Thank you very much, sister. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you. All the guests of honors here, and I want to say happy feast, because it's a good feast today, with memory of what was the past. We were without water, we were in difficult problems. Our Mother General talked with our bishop in Italy, and the bishop was a friend of Senator Bersani, and Senator Bersani accepted the duty and the burden to help us send these groups, and it was not a simple journey, but at the end we had water. At the end, with the sacrifice of many people, we had the joy to serve also other people. To prepare a project, to maintain a project was not a simple thing. It was difficult, many difficulties too. Oh, the water was in Kathita, very far, very deep, but at least we have. But the Gospel of today was saying about 5 talents that owner of the premises was giving to the water, 5 talents. even ourselves here, when Jeffa left to Kenya, Kathita KKWP project, the work and the duty here, and the premises. We received a great 5 talent. But to maintain was not a simple journey, and to make was a great sacrifice, a great long journey. But to drop away and to collapse is also very simple. We arrived at a certain moment that we had really to reflect. Who is the owner of the project? We are not benefiting in Italy, we are not benefiting in the diocese, but who is benefiting is the people around here and the people that we are serving here. So, not to collapse, we had to think about it. The new management was sitting there preparing to elevate the project not from 5 talents to reduce in 0 talents. But we planted 4 pillars: honesty, commitment, transparency, enthusiasm, integrity, transparency, integrity. So with these 4 pillars, we work it, and we have a great success. I leave you with my enthusiasm, my gratitude, my wish you continue to maintain this project really great glory, not only for Kiirua, but also for all the people that are in middle, and a good example for many other projects maybe we know around are collapsing. And we wish to maintain this KKWP always alive and always united. We are a family. We have to continue to be all united, is it? And if we work together, if we are honest, if we have the goodwill to come on duty, not to relax, but to work well, the project will be all right. And we will have a great success. Best wishes to all of you, and I wish to thank really the management because they were marvelous. Thank you.
Okay. Give Maria Bear a good clap. But when it is only thank you a lot. Okay. Now we call the manager of the project to give us a short speech. Engineer, come across.
Thank you, MC. Good afternoon. 2022, we mark the silver jubilee of opening of the first kiosk of KKWP. Silver Jubilee has a special significance in the life of any institution as it signifies a coming of age and maturity. 2022 is a time to pause and reflect on the good work done and to acknowledge a celebrative milestone in the journey of our vision. When KKWP started the provision of water services 25 years ago, the dream was that it would address the following. 1. Alleviate the severe suffering of the less fortunate population on matters of water and health. Women and children are the most affected. Children because they are more vulnerable to disease caused by dirty water, and women and girls because they often bear the burden of carrying water for their families. Number 2, reduce on time going to waste by reducing the walking distances in search of water. The time saved will be put to attend to other socio-economic activities that will improve the livelihood of the community. 3, the school-going child will be spared the agony of carrying heavy loads of water. Hence, when in class, they will be fresh and free from exhaustion, leading to better knowledge assimilation. Number 4, 3 nurseries will be established that will provide the beneficial community with the 3 seedlings at a reasonable cost and of various varieties to meet the demand and the requirements of varying climatic conditions. This will lead to increased tree cover and hence greening of the environment and also reduce environmental degradation. Number 5, there will be improved household nutrition because of the availability.
CEFA Kenya is a branch of European Committee for Agriculture and Training, an Italian non-government organization established in Bologna in 1972 by initiative of a group of farmers cooperative of Christian inspiration with the aim of showing their solidarity to farmers of some of the poorest areas of the world. In 1976, CEFA started its first cooperation project in Africa, that is in Basoko, Upper Eastern Zaire, and currently it works in 7 different countries all over the world, namely Kenya in Kiirua, Bori, Meru County, Rongo in Nyanza Province, Nairobi, Somalia in Marka Mogadishu, Tanzania in Iringa, Dar es Salaam, Morocco in Setat, Elbasan, among others. Kenya in Bori constituency, the CEFA of Bologna implemented the Kathita Kiirua water project, also known as KKWP, in 1993 as the today's water project manager, Mr. Mutuma, explains.
Okay, GDS Mutuma, I'm the manager Kathita Kiirua water project. Basically, what we do is to supply water to the community, of course, in Kiirua, Ntumbuli, Karanene, and Nkando. As the manager of the project, mine is just to coordinate the activities of different sectors, tuko na finance, tuko na technical, tuko na stores, na tuko na community office. So mine is just to see that all those branches are working together and we deliver the much required water to the community. Maybe you can start from 1993 when the actual works started, because that is what is documented. From 1993 is when the works started from the forest, but prior to that there were some arrangements from the community, from the Little Sisters of the St. Therese, from the Diocese of Meru. Many activities had happened before, but basically what we mainly talk is since when the project started, and of course it started after securing donor funds from Italy through the Catholic Diocese of Meru. There was an organization which is basically an NGO called Chefa that came to implement the project in between 1993 and 2005.
In 1997 was when the first drop of this project water reached the community, marking 25 years of a successful project that has transformed the community in a bigger way and continues to do so.
To some extent, we could say that we are lucky, because the first drop of water that reached the members of the community was in 1997, May, and since that time, the first kiosk or the first fountain was metered. So, since then, the water was sold per jerrycan at 1 shilling. We have had no problem with people committing themselves to pay. But after handing over from 2005, when the donor handed over the project to the community, we've introduced metering, and we started with the markets, that is Kivu market, we went to Ntuli market, we went to Mungania Mbali market, like that. So all our outlets are metered, and like now we are billing them monthly. We have 2 ways to serve water, through the public kiosks and through individual connections. For public kiosks, we have kiosk operators who sell water to members wherever they go to fetch. So they give money, they get water. They give money, they get water. But in the individual connections, or those who are metered in markets, institutions, also in the rural areas, we have introduced chambers where we have a pool of several meters for different individuals. Those people are billed monthly. And after they are billed monthly, of course, it's like any other utility, you pay after a period. So we expect them, after billing, they pay in 2 weeks' time. So really that's where we get our operational and maintenance fees.
Today, KKWP is an independent institution taking care of the management and maintenance of the system, bodies of it being democratically elected by the members of the 16 communities living in the project area annually, all drawn from the areas of Kiirua, Ntumbori, Karanene and Kando. A strong constitution created by KKWP to govern the project has played a major role in ensuring the community feels part of the project, sentiments echoed by Deputy Manager Madam Asante Mudhoni.
I work for Kathita Kiirua Water Project as the Deputy Manager and also in charge of the community. My role is, first of all, we work hand in hand with the manager to foresee how the activities of the project are going on well, and everything it's okay. In my office, I do the registration of membership. We work with the technical manager and other departments to ensure that our customers are satisfied and they are getting the best services as we can. We feel that the project has continually achieved whatever plans they had, because we have prepared a strategic plan for 5 years, and we've been to aim higher so that the project can continue. being sustainable and serving the community. Thank you, and to all our friends who are coming to celebrate with us this day, feel welcome, walk with us, we will take you wherever you want to go so that you can see really the big impact that the project has created. Thank you.
Without the Diocese of Meru, this project could not have seen the light of the day. Therefore, they work hand in hand together with the Little Sisters of St. Teresa's Kiirua, and in the assembly both Diocese of Meru and Little Sisters of St. Teresa are each represented by one member.
Yes, my name is Lawrence Chapati Moria, Chairman of Kathita Kiirua Water Project, elected by the community, and the representatives of the community are the 80, which is called the General Assembly. I'm in charge of all the committees or the representative bodies of the project, and the project is managed by the local, from the ground, from the local water system. We have the local water system assembly, and then from there they have the chairman and the secretary. The chairman goes and composes the management committee of the project. These local water systems are 16, and then the management committee is made of 16 local water system chairmen. From there, we have the General Assembly, which is the supreme organ of the organization, and then we have other bodies like the coordination board, which is in charge of recruiting the workers of the project. Then the permit owner is the Diocese of Meru, and they are also the asset owner. In the meetings, they are represented by one person. In the management committee, the 16 local water persons, and then we have one representative of CHEFA, which was the implementing agency of the project. We have one representative from St. Teresa, Little Sisters of St. Teresa. These are the vision carriers of the project, and then a representative from the Diocese of Meru. Then these are the representative bodies who come and manage or play different roles in the project. From there, the community also has its own responsibility. The project in being owned by the community, they have their roles, and specifically they report the damages which are done to the project. They report any bad issues they find in the project. And for example, if there is any illegal tapping of water or illegal connection, and one comes and reports, we give them, the project gives one who has reported, and this person who reports is not known by anybody else apart from the person who reported to. This person is given 20,000 shillings to encourage them to look or to care for the water, so that this water is not a lot of malice is done by the people who have no good intentions. The meetings are held all the time. The management committee holds their meeting within 2 months, but the General Assembly, which is the supreme organ, meets once in a year. The coordination board also meets when there is a lot of necessity.
Documentary assistance. On the screens, you can see
every time. But whenever the issues of employment or of firing, they should come and meet and deliver it on this. That is how we manage this team, and we have a very strong constitution and bylaws.
Thanks a lot.
Which we follow to the letter. And you can say this is one of the pillars which has made the project stand the way it is today. With the elections, we hold elections every year, but these elections are in different clusters. The 16 local water systems are divided into 3 clusters. Each cluster has 5 local water systems, but there is one with 6 local water systems. Every year, each cluster goes into elections, and then it waits for 3 years because the other 2 should come and do the elections before the first cluster, which means then the time they come to the elections again, this cluster will have completed 3 years. And these 3 years are termed as the first term of electorate of election, because one has to stay for 3 terms. Then after 3 terms, that is equal to 9 years, you go away. You go and rest for 3 years, and that is then how the elections are done. The reason why we do it in clusters is for the smooth transition to the other, so that people do not go all of them at one time. So this one has made the scheme be managed in a very smooth way, because whatever was being done by the rest, the first people, the others who come, because they come after, because the elections are done every year, then they find whatever has been done is continuous. So for sake of continuity, that is why we like the clusters to be there. The other thing we can talk about is the works in the project. We have the employed personnel. It is their duty to manage the water with the project manager and the assistant manager. They are the people who manage the affairs of the project on daily basis. We have casuals, and we have people, and we have others who are contracted. The most important thing with this project, or our successes, one of the successes we have in the project, is that our workers are paid during the time they should be paid. That one is a success. Or the other success is that we don't have a lot of quarrels in the project, and then when quarrels come, they are settled in a very good way. There is arbitration is good in the project. So, but however, with those successes, we have also challenges, and these challenges come from particularly the terrain, the area where in the local water system, some roads are impassable. Although we give services of water to people, I think we need that even the administration or the people, the political people who represent the people in these local areas, should think of how they can improve the routes so that we don't have a lot of breakages. These ones give us, we pay a lot of money due to breakages of the vehicles, the motorbikes, because of the bad roads. We have been running this project for some time, from the time it was from the formative stage until now. We have come to a stage where we find that we have 25 years since we started giving water to the community. So we decided, because this one is 25 years, a silver jubilee, we should hold a celebration, pray for the project, call the other people to come and see what we are doing, and then also the financiers, our development partners, can come and see what they have been giving us, how much we have done with it. The community should also know that we have come of age now. We should not be looking at the people from outside. We should work on our own so that we can maintain the project on our own. And I think the people who support us, whatever we shall be needing from them now, it's ideas of how we are going to continue to sustain the project. We say thanks a lot for those who have enabled us to get to where we are, and may God bless them all.
Today, KKWP has made huge milestones to the community in terms of water providence, but for its objective realization, these hard-working, jovial staff are the engine behind the wheel.
My name is Masi Gatweli. I'm the finance officer of Kathita Kiirua Water Project. I joined this institution since 2017 and I'm glad to be serving my community. This is my community. I'm sure I'm giving back to all and thank you for choosing me to be one of you. My role in the institution are I prepare the bank reconciliation to make that our accounts are up to date with the bank statement. I also prepare the payroll for our staffs on time. I also make sure that we pay our suppliers on time. Maximally we pay them within 30 days. I also prepare the budget for our management and I also provide the auditor with the relevant materials for audit. As we celebrate this 25 years anniversary, I want to thank the founders of this institution and assure them that through accountability and transparency, I assure them of continuing serving the community and providing water for our people.
They can give all their strength and give them for the good of the people.
Mimi naitwa Gabriel Mudhomi. Hapa ni KKWP store. Vitu ambacho tunatumia kwa kushimba kama njembe, vijiko, spring matox na zinginezo. Hii hutumika wakati tunaenda field. Tunahitaji vitu vya kuchimba kama foko, jembe, spins, tunapeana kutoka hii store. Alafu kuna sehemu zingine zinakuwa na mawe, tunapeana hii sprimatox, masonamas za kujenga, trellis za kujenga pia na vitu zinginezo kama hizo mmeona.
Mimi naitwa Martin Kimaru Ferukaria. Kazi yangu ni ya security. Kuna wiki ya mchana, kuna wiki ya usiku. Sote tunafanya.
Natoa kazi kwa KKWP, Kathita Kiirua Water Project. Nafanya kazi ya aquarounding na kazi ya driving. Kazi yangu tu ni kutengeneza vitu ya kwenda kuchimba huko mitaroni. Kazi ya kufanya special fitting. Kazi mingi tu nafanya.
Mwenda from KKWP. I work with KKWP as a metering.
Elose Kainda Patrick. I'm leading officer at the Kathita Water Project. My work is printing bills, disconnection of customer bills. Bidding is our main source of income. From bidding, we get the revenue of water collection.
My name is Kathita Kiirua Water Project cashier. I love my job as a cashier. I'm happy to be associated with this family of KKWP. It has made me to grow and to improve my skills on finances, about accountability, transparency, and honesty. More so to our SEFA team, I give thanks to you for the good work that you did, from the intake up there in the forest where the water comes. You really did an amazing job, and you really laid a strong foundation for us in conjunction with our parents
during your
My name's Samuel. I work with the KKWP, that is Kathita Kiirua project. I am a brother and my duties are as follows. I'm involved in meter installation. So you can see the meters here to install these ones. And right now we are about to install one. There is different installation of meters. Currently we are doing installation on the market where the service line are dug. As you can see right there, there is a service line that has been traced. So you dig and tap the water from the service line and then pass it over to the customer, where the customer now decides where or the requirements of the customer for the water. It's either one might decide to do with it farming, house installation, and so forth.
Now, the Silver Jubilee, which marks 25 years of service to the people, as they have been enumerated here by the manager and all our speakers before me, is actually reasonable time to take positive recognition of the effort of the sacrifices that several people have made, including yourselves, the community, who are the consumers of this facility.
So we are, when water bursts, you don't have to rush to the market to buy things. We already have them. We already
started organizing the water companies in our area. A lot of tremendous development have taken place, such that we have brought on board some level of normalcy.
Sister Agnes Kara, who has worked with the community of Wari for the last 28 years, remembers too well the struggles of locals in search of water before the KKWP. Today, she sits as the Chief Executive Officer of St. Teresa's Kiirua Mission Hospital and explains the transformation that came along with KKWP, not only to the locals, but also to this hospital that serves thousands of patients from this county and neighboring counties.
I'm Sister Agnes Nkada, a little sister of St. Teresa, the Child Jesus, currently serving as the Chief Executive Officer for St. Teresa Mission Hospital, Kiirua. When I joined the congregation, the project of digging the water works in the forest, and all that was going on. I was around, I think it should be 1997 if I'm not wrong, when the first kiosk was opened. We went for that celebration. It was a very exciting moment. One, because as a young person in formation, I witnessed the struggles that were happening around, the lack of water. I vividly remember how many people were queuing near the cattle people there with the jerrycans looking for water. And I especially remember Sunday when at some point this hospital, by then the maternity and the cottage hospital, was to be closed for some days because there was no water. Remember the maternity was busy, and somebody and those who were around, they came crying aloud about the water issue. And at that point we got to understand that the whole agenda, Chefa water, but it was called the water Chefa and all that, was to be a solution for water for the hospital, but also for the local community. And so that opening of the first chamber of kiosk, as it was called, created a lot of excitement and hopes for all of us. Serving in the health care sector, but the previously also having worked and with the local community in different projects, I would say that the KKWP water project has really transformed the experience of people, both in the families but in the institutions. I taught ambitiously in life in a nursery school, and I remember when you could run out of water. Yeah, we had to pump a small well there in the Machaka. So sometimes there was no electricity, there was no that, so there was no water, and we have the children with you. So when I look around at the amount of water we use as a hospital, both in the laundry, the cleaning facilities, in the bedroom, the toilets, the kitchen, now the whole campaign of hand washing and all that, I wonder what would have happened if we were depending on the bought water. Maybe we have to get the water vendors come and put for us in a water tank and something like that. I not even want to imagine that scenario. So I want to say that this water has transformed their experience of service delivery in the health sector, but also in other sectors. During the COVID-19, I think water became the most important commodity around in terms of the utilization. Yeah, you teach the people we had to increase the water points, and to do many things that all of them that counted on water. So what I would want to say to those visionary leaders, we included as little sisters in Teresa and the Child Jesus, but also the Chefa community and the eventual other stakeholders in this project. It was a worthy project, and it's something to be proud of, because things are different, things are no longer the same as even before, and will never be the same again. Because with having adequate water has also created a different sense of appreciation, but the guarantee of having waterways on the pipeline means a lot to the population. So I want to appreciate the minds behind this project, but also the sacrifices that went into it. And many people want to sacrifice, volunteers, sisters, people of different sectors. And the call to the team on the ground currently that we appreciate. This is a call, I would say, to other water important stakeholders in this project. I think a project that has run for 20-25 years may be at the point that it needs some more retouch. So sometimes I pity, because when, for example, you have a pipe burst in the forest or somewhere else, we put pressure on them. But this makes sense after 10, 15, 20 years of use. Some materials needs replacement, and this is a big project that covers a wide area, so it may need perhaps one or two people to say, maybe let's come on the cheaper and support each other to renovate the whole system. But the challenges that sometimes are there, like the burst, like when it rains, maybe that to struggle to keep the line clean and all that couldn't be addressed. Others still appreciate the people team.
With 40 accommodation rooms, a swimming pool and eateries, stands Sarah Park Hotel, a 3-star hotel which has hugely benefited with water from KKWP. Years back, this could not be possible without this important commodity, as the director of this facility, Mrs. Lucy Naitore, explains.
My name is Mrs. Lucy Naitore Naimati. I'm a director in Sarah Park Hotel, Meru Nanyuke Highway. This hotel is in Kiirua Market, around 200 meters from SEFA offices. So sisi ni one of the beneficiaries wa maji ya SEFA. Tumekuwa tukitumia hii maji for the last 5 years. And our facility is quite big. We have accommodation of about 40 rooms and a swimming pool and restaurants. And I would say that hii maji imetusaidia sana, and the services are very good. And as a hotel, as an establishment like this one, we need a lot of water. Na hii maji, I would say that imesaidia sana biashara yetu.
The constructor was the local people, but the director, the architect, and whatever was necessary was provided by Brother Jason. That was my first contact with this great man, that after I realized how was great when I saw the marvelous thing he did up there at Mukululu in the forest also, but also here at Kiirua, that he provided the water, directing the Chifa people to go in the forest and to go in the Kathita in order to find out the possibility of transferring water from the Kathita River to Kiirua and other places. Before starting this project, they were almost dispirited as we were dispirited in the maternity. We had no water. We had to contribute quite a lot to have water to serve the people and to give the people a possibility of not traveling so much.
Other institutions include private and public schools. How could we run these schools without water? Asks Mr. Moiti, a teacher at Morinya Primary School. But today, the staff and pupils can afford a smile due to KKWP, where he says disease outbreaks such as cholera and typhoid among his pupils are a thing of the past due to availability of clean and safe water.
inkuga ati bafite muri nya primary school ari to batete twene kumono mono onto ari to konere rujura kunyorwe adai tukikaya kitwa benge hospitali urato baikaya mbere wowe atone kubaibwa sana no tubara bapi Antone anje kwa mbwekwa sana non tudera ndari na rojero oni ndataka rojero amalinya na rojero ba malinya iwari nyana rukoro rwinge nyakala yongwa yale miroke ngwiti yakala uteka yali jeka wo mbwekwa sana non tunande ngombe chiakwa antubakwa bonde ne bakona rojero kunywa very green gochiakwa very green kuibwa kama nono ngacho kiamudu kato urawa tumbere kuona rojero kuweka sana.
Mr. James Gogi and teacher at Kiirua Boys Secondary School in Bore seconds Mr. Moiti, where he attributes KKWP to increased number of students that stands at 174 students, a number they could not accommodate in earlier years due to water scarcity.
My name is James Gogi. I'm the principal of Kiirua Boys Secondary School, a school in Bore East Sub-County in Meru County. We are glad today that we've been visited by one of our service providers. People provide us with water. Kathita Kiirua company, water company, who have been very loyal customers. They have done a lot to this school. We heavily rely on the water that they provide to us, and it's only on very few situations, probably caused by unavoidable circumstances, that we do not get the supply of water. They're also very patient. They wait for us because at times, because of the situations in our schools economically, we may not have ready cash, but they are always willing to wait for us, sometimes even 4 months, and we are very grateful for them, because that is a great honor that they give to the students of this school. The school has a population of student population of 174 and 15 teachers. And again, all the students are bodies. That tells you that the water that is supplied by Kathita Kiirua means a lot to the school. The teachers, we have around 8 teachers, including myself, who reside in the school, and we also rely on that water, which is clean, it is treated, and it's evident that most of the time when we are using the water, that treatment is there. Yes, now again, we also use this water to do farming. We have planted some vegetables in our school farm, which heavily again rely on this water when it's very dry, a time like this. So in fact, without that water, this school would be in a lot of trouble. I would say it is our lifeline. And we are very grateful for the water providers for that great effort that they have done.
Long distance treks, lack of time with your families in search of water is what one KKWP beneficiary, Mercy Kiome, remembers, but today she is a happy mother and wife. This is because she does not have to worry about water anymore.
One of our priests from this parish who has been with us. Also want to thank the religious sisters, led by the religious sisters of St. Teresa of the Child Jesus, for being the dream bearers of this project and supporting the project this far. I want to thank our brothers, seminarians, and other religious men and women present. Also want to thank SEFA President, President Lam, and the board members. Thank you for the great support that SEFA according to this community, and welcome you to go on partnering with us. The other things that we can partner in doing for the people of Meru and beyond. I also want to thank donors, manager and the staff, and all the donors related projects that came to our occasion today. We had Royal Thou, Foke Mugambe, St. Masmo Women Project, we had Kaolelan McKimberley, and many others. So thank you very much for coming to celebrate with us. When you invite us, we will also revenge. I want to thank the chairman, the management, and staff of Kathita Kiirua Water Project. Thank you for making this day a great success, and thank you for sustaining the project for 25 years, and we hope and pray that you will continue supporting it. Also to thank all the consumers who came to the occasion today. Thank you for being there for the project and participating in today's event. I want to thank Pelham representative for coming and bringing a great gift to the project. I want to thank the national government, the internal security, the national government coordination, represented by the DCC, the chiefs and assistant chiefs. I also want to appreciate our county government, represented by our able area member of county assembly, Madam Makena Murogosho. I want to thank our choir in a special way, the director and the choir members, for making our liturgy celebration lively. I want to thank Rua for being with us. The media, thank you guys who came to cover this event, Ken and the rest, and thank you for the TV station that has given us live coverage of this function. I also want to thank the catering group, Keljoy group. My Lord Bishop was asking, which group is this that fed us? And I told him about the group. We have a function and there is a likelihood that we also consider them. They cooked very nice food, isn't it? Finally, I want to thank the master of ceremony. In many functions they are forgotten, but our master of ceremony has played a great role in ensuring that
this function shines. Thank you all of you. And in case I've not mentioned you, it was not intentional, feel appreciated. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Mr. Morris. Makofi Morris. Now I call upon the KK team so that as okay, may I call upon the chairman so that you can organize all the gifts have been given. Then, yeah, your team for cake, prepare yourself with your team. Those who are bringing the gifts, please bring them near the table here. We have 2 gifts to give. One will be given to our chief guest, and the other one will go to our Lordship, to your Lordship, Bishop of Meru. Then, the ones will give the chief guests, and then the bishop will be given by the management team of KKWP. May they come here? And let's be quick, please. KKWP management team, come forward. Okay, Nanjira Matthew, I appreciate the Bishop Akiwa to what anyway? What anyway? Ambusha! Tena! Thanks a lot. Our chief guest, anapewa yake, anapewa zenge mwaiko na nywele kwa kichwa. Haya, makofi! Tena! Thanks a lot. This is very nice. Even the bishop, even the president of Selfa is past to speaking, and we're happy for that. That's very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the team, for the management team. Yeah, taking photos. Okay, this is very nice. And we, the consumers, they are more happier than before. This is very nice. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Makofi for that exercise. Thank you very much. Now, the team will nakata cake. Chap. The team is just cutting the cake. Okay, those people we need for cutting the cake. Bishop is there, Selfa President is there, CEO Tana, they are there, Sister Naomi also is participating. Okay. Those are the people who are participating in the cake, cutting of the cake. CEO Tana, Engineer Shoki. Yeah, they are there. Okay. That is the team which is cutting the cake. Yes. You can see the cake has so many randas. You can enjoy the randas we climb up to 25 years. This is very great. Yeah. You see the candles are being You can see the KK team is very much organized. They are almost of the same size. And they are very much ready to do their work. Joseph. That is very nice. These days people are almost of the same size. Nobody is taller than the other, or the manager is taller than the rest. That is very nice. Okay. Aya. Can you proceed with the cake? Okay. Right, the candles.
Okay. We are going to cut our cake with a very song of thanksgiving. This is the whole thing that we can offer to ourselves and tell God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Choir, please. As I see the first candle is going to be carried by our vision candle or the person who initiated the project. So sisters, please, the sisters of the Insulators, please, we are going to light the first candle and we are going to clap. Sister, the first candle.
Light the fire. This is the one who is lighting the first candle. Celebrate. Celebrate. Yeah, you can see the choir is dancing. You are celebrating. Thank you. You can see the colors are being hit. Okay, join the team when you appear. All the bridges is participating with lighting the candle.
We are happy.
They are holding the knife so that they can cut the cake.
I will invite our own presidentship bishop, representative of the president, little sisters of the professor.
Okay, bishop is cutting the cake with the
and the chairperson.
Oh, this is very great. So nice. The president, sister, bishop.
per il prossimo, per i 50 anni, il sabato scorso lo scriviamo anche in inglese e in italiano. Già ce lo ricordiamo.
I want to see your face. I want to see your face. No. You just be there. I want to see your face there.
Join them.
Join there. I want to see your face.
Join the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Watu wako na form, wako na tablet, wanataka kukula cake.
Thank you. So, we are going to each one is going to get this and you have unampatia tu kwa serviette to give on the serviette so that they can eat. So you pick the cake and then you share. You share with all of you. Yes. You share that beautiful cake.
Then smile while you're taking a beautiful cake. Sweet cake.
Well, there is another one here. Serviette. You share. Let us share.
Yes. Do this. Do this. Share. Yeah, boy. Okay, wanakula keki, they are sharing the cake. Almost everybody is getting a share.
Are we through?
Yes.
We are very grateful. We are very happy. The last. Thank you. Okay.
Mutuma, toka mbele please. Kuna obstruct wengi sana. Okay, good. Haya, kila mtu amepata share yake, everybody has share.
Those ones who are in front there, cut so that it can be shared to the consumers, the products, and our friends. Sasa inataka kila mtu. Haya. They are doing it very fast, so that is the sign of you. We are eating the cake. It's a sign of unity. We are eating from the same chair.
Tata mdomo.
No.
Pia watu wanaonekana mgongo. Wasiane sura hata kama wanasabiwa. You guys, you guys show your face.
Ngoja niombe baba askofu atubariki, ndio tuendelee sasa kukula keki, kukunywa uji, kupeana namba za simu. So that we can start talking good friends. Okay, as we are eating the cake, may I request our Lordship Bishop to embrace us, so that we, as we move, we eat the cake, take the uji, and ask your friend to give Israel as phone, so that you can communicate later. Thank you. Bishop nakwenda kuikompress. Nakwenda kwa final presents. Please.
Ukaya kwa wale hata itaka mbele yako. Ndio ndio wakuenda tukao mbaya. Haturambe ni kile kila kitu. Ndio tunaomba. Naliyetorere niramutana na mumukongo mwananto tugeria mkana nanto watu kuonanwa urarume inyaga ni wetu mwanamwani wetu wa heshima na timu ya tefa na ndio wange nikenora bejire
na ara tumite
roje rore ra twaretero roje roro rwatutetherie tugita roje marinyene toita marinyene tugeta tukaruga naru tukanywa roje ruru rwatwajitia muno amo abo tukiugo au roje ro twaita kuraja tugeta nja ciantu inya tukengwa tugitaga roje nawo tukengwa itoma kuraja kwita kugira roje lakini roje rore arwejiri rwatutetherie.
This story building sitting in the middle of Kiirua Market, owned by Kirimintu Ranira, who says it could not have happened were it not for KKWP. Today its tenants can afford water for sanitation, drinking and also cooking. In Mokongo village, Nkando, Kiirua, we meet Mburugu Mutwota, who vividly remembers how hard and tiresome it was pushing animal carts in search of water at Ngunga Forest.
And all those who are concerned for everyday work and especially sustenance for this water. Almighty Father, we thank you for each one of us here, and even for the food that was so nice that we ate here today. Now we are strong enough to go back home. Now bless each one of us so that we may go home happy and joyful until we meet again in the next celebration, if we are to be there. And we pray all this through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You can now go forth in peace. The service is over. Now you can enjoy your tojuga and doing it.
I haven't seen.
Wathi munosa. Mandu mwi mazao. Mandu mwi mazao.
It's over.
Ciao,
Ciao
Maria.
mamma. Okay, back up one step. Okay.
Ciao Maria. Tutto bene? Tutto bene. Andiamo presto. Vediamo.
I'd like to tell them that the event is okay, it was so successful, it is over now, we are going home, and like that, so that they can understand. Okay.
Ecco, siamo in chiusura della festa, è stata una festa bellissima, eccezionale, e adesso siamo in chiusura, stiamo andando tutti a casa. Ciao a tutti, ciao.
Ciao.
Bishop. Yeah. Ken. Uko na picha ya father?
Father niko nazo. Nataka kupiga na my dear Bishop.
Bishop. why we are here. We ask God to bless us, to bless all those who are doing this work. Bless you.
Bishop, lakini ulikuwa na
ni wewe nataka uambie watu mkiwa na huyu. Just dakika moja.
huyu ndio mambo yote sasa. Hiyo ndio kesi ya Kiingereza. Ndio kesi sasa.
I enjoyed the meal. I thought I was somewhere, I don't know where. One of the 5-star or 6 hotels hotel. Yeah, of course.
Oh, you want us to show what?
We are live.
Oh.
We are live in YouTube, so I want you to say something.
Oh, say something.
We are live.
Oh, we are live?
Yes.
We are live.
So, Maurice Kirimweti, the Director Caritas Meru. I'm in charge of social development. I work for the Catholic Diocese of Meru. And we are happy that today we are celebrating 25 years of the life of Kathita Kiirua project implemented by Chefa through funding from European Union, Friends of Chefa and other donors. This project has been very pivotal to the livelihoods of people in Kiirua and Ari Ward and Kemberecha Wands, and there's more than 4,000 beneficiaries, and it has really transformed this area. So we are happy that the function today was very successful, and may God continue blessing Kathita Kiirua Water Project. Thank you.
Piga picha na Bishop.
Wacha.
Nani kama Kenya?
Nani kama Kenya Joy?
Yeah, atalipa.
Sure, I will. Thank you.
Okay, can you tell us exactly what was your role? What have you done? How do you feel now that you have really served us all?
Oh, yeah.
Wacha Kenya ushera. Wacha Kenya
unamwambia.
Yeah, my name is Kathita Kiirua. Today we had a very, very successful event, and where we have served very, very many people, and everyone is happy. I'm sure that from this conference we have enjoyed the community, and the event was very, very successful. In fact, I'm so grateful to Sefa for giving us this chance, and we will mention again and again. Thank you very much, and I wish Sefa all the best.
Kwa niaba ya God Favors TV kwa niaba ya God Favors TV, this is the director Ken Arisa together with Bishop Rava. I want to say bye. Charles, let's meet again another time. Sat down, but let's go. Let's assist. Nanisumbua. Done.